Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming out. This is Leave Her Wyld, and I'm Mindy Sage, and I have Kelly and Brandy here with me as well.
Hi.
Today, we are going into where we were and who we were before the world got loud. And we're going to delve into just how we've changed our habits, who we've become, maybe some of the different things that we do now versus we would have never done then, right?
Yeah.
So I really
Yeah.
hope that everyone will stick along and dive in because I think it's going to be really fun.
Yeah. Me too. You
Yeah.
ready, Brandy?
I am ready.
All right, let's get started. Today, we're going to talk about identity before the mask. It's all about who you were before the world got loud. So, who you were before the world got loud is referring to before the damage happened, really, before the changes happened, before you started changing who you were, the behaviors that you put out there. Like maybe you stopped hanging out with somebody or stopped having text conversations with certain people or certain phone conversations. It's, or maybe you used to love to go out and you go dancing, but now you don't do that anymore because there's a certain pressure in your life that's removed that. So you've now changed your habits. So it's like who you were before the world got loud. That's what
Well, I would say that was before texting. It was so much easier. Yeah. And the only thing I can think of is actually my family saying that I was loud. So tone it down, Kelly. Be quiet, Kelly. And I think that's why today, I have a hard time, talking and communicating.
I'm kind of tripping out
Why?
because that was my dialogue today.
Mine
I
too.
stole it. Yeah.
Wow.
Is it really?
I've
Okay.
always been told I was too loud,
Yeah.
and I like try and tone it down and try and tone it down. And then now I feel like as I get older, I'm like, screw you, I get louder.
And I'm
care.
actually working on that myself,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
don't
not
care.
it's not always
know?
easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that and I
It's
want to
not.
be that.
I mean, it's true. Like
I'm getting better at it though.
something happened when you were young
Yeah.
that said, don't be front and center.
Yes. Oh, I
Stand
love being
back.
the center of attention.
I find myself being the center of attention, but I hate being the center of
Oh, I
attention.
love being the center of attention, but I find myself kind of squeezing back sometimes.
Oh, see, I'm like Molly Shannon. I'm like, da, 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 and then I'm like, oh, hey, are you all looking at me? Let me just take 2 steps back.
I was always super shy growing up,
Yeah.
but around the people I knew, I was pretty loud. I would be
Yeah.
loud.
Same.
Right.
Same.
So but around everyone else, I was pretty backward and shy. And I think it's because of, I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that I was told to be quiet, not be yourself. So then you get out in public and you're scared to be yourself.
Yeah. Oh, I was super shy around other people.
Right.
100%. But my family, yeah, they're all tone it down all the time.
Yeah.
But then, when there
When
was
you
a
get in
stranger
public,
in front
you're
of me,
just
then I
down.
would grab my mom's leg and hide behind it.
And so that's a little bit where my story's a little different, where I didn't want to be seen because I didn't want to be disciplined. I didn't want to be the turn of the eye when the shit went down.
I was always going to be disciplined.
Was getting upset. I would rather just be doing what I needed to do and have all my P's and Q's together. So, stay as invisible as possible.
Dude, it didn't matter because my sister would tell him everything was my fault. So I was always in trouble. So I could have been the most behaved human being and I would have still been in trouble. My mom was a psychopath anyway. So if I
What did you
shit
do?
wrong, I would have had my butt beat,
Yeah. My dad, he was a great man. He would give his shirt off his back, but he had a lot of insecurities that really tailored the way he behaved, and the problem with that was we were all on eggshells.
Yeah.
And we learned really young how to behave and what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
These are learned behaviors,
Yeah.
But you guys learned the same exact, we all learn our social norms and how to behave.
Yeah. Right?
In our own special way.
Well,
and
we try.
But yet it's still a common thread. And that's what's so cool about this podcast that we're doing is, we all go through it in our own way.
Right.
Yeah.
Affects
I'm
us
so
pretty much
scared
the
to
same.
get into trouble still today.
I hate
Though,
trouble.
like, even though, like, I always scared to get in trouble, but
Because you were always in trouble?
because I was always in trouble. My mouth got me in trouble.
Okay. Okay, there's the truth right there. I don't know, wait. What about yours? She's a Saggy.
Yeah.
Oh,
She is.
you're and she's sassy.
I
Miss
bet
Kelly's
yes.
sassy,
I can be. Yeah.
and I bet your mouth got you
Saucy.
in trouble.
Oh, yeah. My whole life. My whole life.
And you tell me not to say something, by golly.
My gosh. Don't threaten me with a good time. It's going down. Let's do it.
Ugh.
I do not like being told what to do.
My poor dad is the nicest human, and I could get smacked in the mouth because my mouth. Like, and my dad did not like to do that. Like, he was he was the nicest human,
Yeah.
but my mouth it was bad. That's the one thing that was bad. I could back talk
Oh, I
with
would
the
never.
best of them.
I would never talk back, ever. And a few times I tried to get around some rules, but I would never talk back.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Ugh.
I don't feel like I did, but I probably
I was
did.
so
I know as a
angry.
teenager I did.
I was so angry, you know. I was so angry because my mom left me, and like then my dad married right away, and my stepmother was the biggest hag on the face of the earth. So I was just angry, you know, and that came out in my mouth.
Yeah. Well, I think that's healthy, honestly, as you were expressing it. And you were like, no, something's not right here. And you didn't suppress it. You let everybody know. I'm not going to tolerate this. I think that's the right way to mean.
No, I mean, I hid what was really going on. I like would talk back, like, or
Gotcha.
like it was just, if I gave an example of my dad, I'd probably get smacked today. So I'll just not.
You might be in trouble, Brandy.
Because I love my daddy, because he's like the best daddy on earth. And so, like, I don't want him getting mad at me. So I'll just keep that one to myself.
I don't blame you, baby.
Now, if it's about my mom, I'll talk about it all day long. No, God rest her soul. But
She can't smack you in the mouth.
she's not here to spank me.
Yeah. I mean, as it says, like most of us, we didn't lose ourselves. We had to learn how to adapt and
Mhm.
overcome of the situations
Survival.
we were in. And
Yeah.
In
learn how to
some
survive.
instances, it was
Mhm.
survival.
we learned really young how to read the room, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
And how to quiet the parts of ourselves that we knew
Oh, yeah.
were not
Well-
going to be tolerated or acceptable in their eyes or
Oh,
get us
no.
in trouble.
No. And I had an abusive stepdad. Yeah, and I was, I think, 10 when they got married. That's when I learned really quickly. Be seen and not heard.
Yeah.
My stepmom just didn't let me eat.
See, this is horrible, Brandy.
That's horrible.
She withdrew food.
She threw food?
She withdrew food. Like she would go to she would go to the store, and when she went to the store, she would label the food with people's names on it in the house, and my name was never on the food. Like, so you only ate what had your name on it, or drank what had your name on it. So now, if she made a meal that was for the family, that would be fine. I could eat, but like if I just wanted to go in and grab something, I couldn't because I didn't have my name on it.
Right. Because you didn't have the means to buy your own snacks, and those were all their personal
Yeah.
snacks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or drinks or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, my stepmom, one of my stepmoms, I guess I should say, she used to chain the cabinets and the refrigerator shut when she was pregnant with my brothers. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you walk in and those cabinets were locked. That fridge was locked. She put the other food like in her bedroom and locked the bedroom door. And you were getting dinner, whatever she made for dinner. But
I'm thinking tight budgets. What's going on? I don't know.
No, mine was just an asshole.
I think it was potentially tight budget, and I don't know if it was geared exactly toward me. I think it was geared more towards the boys because they could each out a house and home.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Too.
Yeah, and then she moved
Yeah, no,
from
mine
regular
just-
milk to powdered milk.
Oh my God.
And the boys, and I'm like, so I would skip breakfast. I'm not having that in my cereal.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Gotta have boundaries somewhere.
Everything's chained up when you get home from school. I was
No, my
thin.
stepmothers didn't like me, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you challenged them, and that makes it difficult for them, and
I was daddy's little girl.
Yeah. I think
Oh.
that was a problem too with
No.
her. And I
Mhm.
grew to love this
Competition.
woman, so she's gone now, but um I did grow to love her. She was very good to me later.
Yeah.
But it was that
Mine
time period. It was like, oh my gosh, I should have called CPS. But they locked the
mhm.
phone up too a lot of the time, so I couldn't. That was because I was grounded. And then I had my bat phone and I go plug it in. So I gotta unplug it. That's when, you
I've
had to
done
have a
that. I
cord and a
remember
whole
that. Yeah, the
a whole
cord.
phone.
Yeah, back in the day. You had to actually have like a physical phone and a cord and a
Yep.
jack, plug it into the wall.
Yep.
That's great, right?
Oh, good old days.
Yeah. What's your first memory of shrinking? Which is kind of a lot along the lines of what we just said, the changing your behavior to accommodate someone else, like, or, really shrinking who you are as a person. Ch-
I think it started like with what we were kind of talking about as a
Yeah.
child, like just shutting up. That's like the first. But people pick away at different aspects and things of your life. Like you start not saying your feelings because they don't want to hear it and it causes an argument. So no, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, that's true.
hmm
Yeah.
Or everything I say is wrong and I don't want to get embarrassed. I don't want to say something stupid because
Hmm.
I'm stupid,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
because you feel stupid because everything you say is wrong and nobody wants to hear you. So if nobody wants to hear you, how could you be smart? Because people listen to people that are smart.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
I,
Mm.
I would almost think I was number 4 of 6 kids. And I almost wonder, if a lot of my experience or trauma or lessons I learned weren't even necessarily experienced from me. Maybe I wasn't doing the talking back, but I learned real quickly not to because I
Because
had,
you're watching it.
yeah, so I know what's going to happen
Mm.
if I behave that way, so just even,
Me and my sister were pretty close in age. So my mom, she really didn't want me. So like, so everything I did kind of pissed her off. Like that wasn't like
You could
that's
you
not
could do
funny. I'm
no
not
good.
laughing at you.
You could do nothing right.
it's true. Yeah, there was
No,
no
yeah.
doing it. There was
Yeah.
there was I wasn't gonna do anything right.
Yeah. Yeah, my brother was the angel, and then behind their back, he tortured me. He's 3 years older. I'm like and then he's just, like, sitting there, they're like, "Oh, Jimmy's so great."
You're laughing because
And
you know she's gonna watch
Kelly
this.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
My sister was the angel, like the angel.
Yeah, my brother
And
was
I'm
too.
like, she tortured me.
I'm like,
What do you mean?
"You
She
shit."
chased me around and threatening to hit me with frying pan so I would date this pimple face on the bus.
Oh my
You
gosh.
know, I remember that.
Well, I had one sister that held me
Pimple face
down.
with braces. He was gross. He was so gross.
He just wanted her to you to, date him so she could have friends. He could have friends. No? Okay.
No.
I had one sister that held me down on the trampoline, and she was always amazing, always amazing. But this day she had friends over, so I think she was trying to be big. So she yells me down on the trampoline and literally did that whole spit thing where they hold it like millimeters from your face and then they suck it
Oh,
out of you.
my brother and I did that to each other all the time, and one time
That was my first time, and then it happened again.
I remember one time my brother and I would do it, and one time I actually got him down, and it was hanging, floop, hanging, and then it dropped, and I got up on my feet, held his arms, and ran. And I'm
Yeah.
like, my bad.
That is absolutely disgusting.
It is.
It is. And I was a teenager. The first time I even knew it was a thing. It's like, she's holding me down on the trampoline. There's not much you can move because it's like
Yeah.
a trampoline. It goes with you. It's like, what are you doing? Like, who? She's not that person, a friend was over, whatever.
Shona.
What are you doing? It was the funniest thing. Sorry, Brandy.
That's okay.
Well, my other one's literally, she's younger than me, and she carved my name in the bathroom door real big, like that big. Mindy. But how do you defend yourself to someone who's not even in kindergarten when your mom's like, that's your name, you're in kindergarten. Come on.
Oh.
The evidence is here. I didn't do it.
We were Pentecostal, so there's no cutting of hair, right? So my sister cut half my hair off and then gave me put the scissors in my hand and took off running. My mom locked me in the closet all day because she couldn't stand to look at me.
Stop
Gosh.
me.
Well, she could not stand to look at me, so she locked me in the closet.
Did she
But
turn on
yeah,
did she turn the light on for you?
there were no lights in the closet. We didn't even have heat. We had like a
Jeez.
wood coal burning stove. Like we lived out in the middle of nowhere. We didn't have closet lights. Like,
It's honestly been one of those things that I've really worked on is like you were saying earlier, my voice. I feel like I lost my voice in a lot of this, and it's not
mhm,
necessarily even just I never lost my courage to speak. That was part of the
mhm,
problem.
Yeah.
I was too ignorant and unaware of what was going on to
Yeah.
yeah,
understand, and so I just
mhm,
kept fighting for liberty, but in the end, now the difference is, like, my recall suffers a little, and some
mhm.
just weaving through the clouds as we go through the recovery of it all, that's the thing that I've really just kind of struggled with,
Yeah.
or just recouped and really build on and meditate for.
Yeah.
I feel like I've lived my whole life in fight mode.
For sure.
I've been in fight mode since I could walk. Like for the first time in my life, I'm not in fight mode.
That's great.
You
Love
know,
that for
Yeah.
you.
I'm like, shh.
The big turnaround to that, to who you were then to who you are now, like, what's the big turnaround to that?
um, I changed a lot when my mom died. So it'll be 5 years in April. My mom will have died, and I let go of a lot of things when she passed.
Mm.
Yeah. And I realized life is too flippin' short. She was 68 when she died, so she was still
Yeah.
pretty young. I mean, that's only 17 years from me,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really young, yeah.
That is really young, and I'm like, I need to just let things go, you know? So
Yeah,
I
that's
let it
cool.
all go and
Yeah,
realized I just wanna live and not fight anymore.
Yeah.
yeah. I think that whole letting go and finding your way back. Something you stopped doing to be
I don't think I have anything. I just was always used to not being accepted, so,
It's pro
like,
if
I've
you think
never,
of
like, felt accepted. So I never knew what it was like to feel accepted.
well, I tried to tone it down. My family.
Do you wanna do, like, a puller on that?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I hide from people when something's going on in my life. I go dark.
100%. It's okay. I learned this actually from someone else very important to me in my life, but I recognized it immediately in you and you. You are the worst. You'll at least pick up the phone.
Well, I'm number one. Let's at least, make it a nice thing.
I have too many people in my life that go dark, and I won't do that to others
Yeah.
because I
It's
hate
not
it.
a form of torturing anybody. It's just you just don't
It is
want.
torture. It's torture to the people that care about you.
Well, that's why I let her follow me.
I do. I follow you, and you don't go very far. If you
And
went
I don't.
more than a 24-hour period, then I would be on
And
your I
well,
know where
I
you live.
will kind of check in, but it's going to be a
Yeah.
quick. I'm good. I'm
Mhm.
okay.
Yep.
But
Which is all I
don't
ask.
call me. I'm not gonna be chatty. I'm not going
But that's
anywhere.
better than my
It's
friends because 'cause
all.
they'll just, like,
I'm
I won't hear
alive.
from them for weeks,
Oh
and
no,
I'll
I
be
don't.
I'll
I
keep
don't do
checking
that.
in, and I have a lot of people that do that, and I'm like, it's just not fair to the people that care about you.
Yeah. Well,
Well, and,
family.
the thing is we all know but the core of
I
this, Brandy, is depression, and
yes.
you cannot tell somebody how to handle it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not an on purpose thing.
Yeah.
It's just what you do. It's a self defense mechanism. You don't think people care or want to see you anyway. You
Right.
have all these things that go on through your head. Nobody cares. They're living their lives. They don't need this in their life. I mean, I do have a few friends, like one of my girlfriends, I gave her a key to my house because I would go dark and she'd get scared. I said, "Here's a key to my house. Come over anytime and walk in and check on me if I go dark too long for you." Um, I always try to check in.
I always knew how to
She
get in.
knows where I'm at.
I
She
knew
knows
where
how
the
to get
weak
into my
spots
home.
were.
So the people that like really are being like could be hurt by it, they have access to me like
Yeah. That's
24/7
awesome.
because
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that to somebody. Um, but the rest of the world, yeah, bye.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to talk, and it has nothing to do with anybody in particular. It's just where I'm at. I do go dark.
Yeah, I would say you go dark,
Mhm.
but you always find your strength to come back.
I do.
And
I do.
that's all any of
It
us
just
could
takes me a
ask
minute.
for
Yeah,
as someone who loves you very much. Is, just you got people here in your corner. I got people in my corner.
I do.
Yeah, we're not doing this alone. And
Right.
what's interesting,
Right.
and we just keep talking about, is that common thread is we all go through it.
We do. Yeah.
Life's big.
Life is huge.
I've always like my family and friends and everybody around me, "Oh, you're the strongest woman I know. You're the strongest woman I know." And the downside of that is because you're the strongest woman they know, they don't feel like you need them.
Yes, I hear that all the time. You are so strong. You're just this independent, amazing woman. And I'm like, and I love hearing it. And sometimes I know it, but there are times I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Then
Yeah.
you feel like you
So
got to live
like
up to something. So I
yeah.
think that's part of the
Mhm.
reason going dark. Like, I don't want you to see this side of me. I want you to still see me as this strong, independent woman who can conquer the world.
Yeah.
You don't need to see me shrunk up in a corner crying. Like, I don't want anybody to see that
The
part.
problem though that with people thinking that about you is when you are shrunk up in the corner crying and you need somebody, then there's nobody there. Like that's
Yeah.
when I was going through menopause and when my mom died and I left my fiance and I lost my home, my fiance, my mom, and I was crying and I was reaching out to people, even like my own dad. And I'm like, I need you. I need somebody. Please come. And nobody.
Mm.
Like for 3 years, nobody came.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
people were stopping answering the phone, like because they didn't want to hear me crying. I was like, okay. So you got to be strong. Like that taught me I have to be strong. I can't rely on anybody but me. That friends
Ooh.
only want me when I'm happy and smiling. They don't want me when I'm upset and sad. So I gotta be happy and smiling and fun and nobody wants me if I'm sad.
Yeah.
I think that goes for everybody, right? I think we all can have a certain tolerance of, like, not tolerance, a certain level of it, but then we all have our energies and it just gets depleted and then we have to break. And then it's like, okay, come back in.
Yeah.
It gets hard for everybody in that heavy
Nobody even
situation.
like really kind of gave me the chance for them to need a break. It wasn't like they,
Yeah.
were around me all the time and listening to it all the time. Because I would go weeks and weeks without talking to anybody. I would call. If I'm calling,
Yeah,
it's
but
because I need you. I'm not one to just call all the time. I'm in desperate need. Like I need somebody, and I would still go to. It was deaf on deaf ears.
Yeah.
Just crying out and on deaf ears. So like I just know that like I have to be strong, and I will always be strong.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like this is something that's come up a lot too, is like, no one's coming. The boat's not
No one's
coming.
coming.
yeah. Yeah.
The
Nope.
boat's not coming.
I know you will, Mindy.
Girl, I already have.
I know you'll come.
I will always come.
Well, and that's a
You know.
hard thing when your friends go dark because I had a friend that went dark and it's like, I need you. This one time I need you. Like I'm always there for you. Like I need you. Like I can't have you going dark right now. I need you.
Mm.
Sometimes the friend needs the return favor.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know? Uh,
It all comes down to timing, right?
Yeah.
And hopefully
yeah.
we're not all going through it
I'll
at the
crawl
same
out of my
time.
hole if somebody really needs me though. If a friend needs me and I'm in a hole and it actually makes me feel like I have some purpose. Like
Yeah.
if they need me, and
Same.
I will
Yeah.
climb out of my hole and I will go comfort, and it's distracting from my own reality and world. So it's almost kind of like welcoming.
Hmm.
Like let
Same.
me focus on you for a while, and
Yeah.
then my stuff is not going anywhere. I'll get back to that later.
Go back to that.
Yeah.
But there is so much truth to that. Like, I lose yourself in service. Lose
Mhm.
yourself in solving someone else's
Yeah.
problem, because guaranteed someone else
Oh,
has a
I do it
bigger
all the
Yes.
time.
problem.
I
Yeah.
I love helping. That's why like I check in on I've always checked in on people.
Right.
That's just what I do. And Noah says it's very selfish of me that I'm so He said, because I feel better when I'm helping people. And it's selfish.
Whatever you wanna call it.
I
Is
don't
it making
know.
you feel great and it's helping someone else? Keep doing it.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
wrong with that?
Okay, what you thought love required of you back then. So what's some things that, you've done that you thought that was had to do because that's what love required to be able to stay in that relationship?
I don't know. Like, it's a hard question because looking back at, like, I haven't had that many long relationships, right? Like 4.
Wow, really? In your entire life? Oh, never mind, I guess that's well, no, I've had a lot of boyfriends and stuff before I got married. I got married young, but I dated a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like 5 max. It's not like I've been married for a lot of years. So, I spent a lot of my time single. But like with relationships, like I always just kind of felt like I needed to be what they needed me to be.
Mhm.
That's it, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, and
You want specifics?
no, well, if I'll tell you one of mine, if it helps.
Yeah.
I learned
Yeah.
really young to hide their secrets. How many times have you guys heard me say that? Don't hide their secrets. Don't hide their secrets.
You say that a lot, and
I
you know what? And I do hide the secret.
I well, I learned the hard way.
I tell on them in 2 seconds.
Again, going back to
There
that,
goes your mouth again, Brandy.
but that's again
This
2
motherfucker.
different ways that we behaved, right?
I had to stop going to the bar because if I went to the bar, I'd be talking shit about him and then going right back to
That's more me today,
Yeah.
but me back then,
like,
I did not have that power, and that's the thing that it's been the most is I hid the secrets, and their secrets are literally your own prison.
Yes.
And
And
I
that I did that was
it
me too.
really is.
Now that you bring that
Like
up,
once you know,
I was in a bubble.
isolated myself
Mhm.
because I kept getting in trouble. And then he'd still come back and say, I know you were at the bar talking shit about me. Well, I didn't leave the house, so I couldn't have.
Yeah.
I don't believe you. You're lying. I literally quit going to the bar because you would say I was talking about you, even when I didn't. I just quit going. I don't go anywhere. I literally would like just sit in the house
So
Yeah.
isolation set in.
just to
Yeah.
not fight. I didn't want to hear
Mhm.
about it. I didn't want to fight.
Wasn't
I
worth
hate
it.
fighting. I don't want to fight. Men will always be like, you just want to fight. No, that's you because I don't want to fight.
Yeah. So, Brandy, I have a question for you. You were talking about earlier today that when you've always been lippy,
Oh, yeah.
like come back in
Oh,
the
yeah.
face, not gonna take that. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've always like I had a boyfriend, that first real long-term boyfriend. Oh, my mouth. I would say something smart, and then he'd get really upset. And then I'd be like you're 22 and I'm 15. Suck it up. What are you crying over me for? Like, freaking grow up, you know? And then
Mhm.
then he choked me, and I'm like, I so deserve that. I can hurt with my words. I can hurt you with these words so hard. Like, I might not punch you, but
She would never
I
use it
will
on me,
hurt
but yeah, I
you.
believe you would. You could.
Oh, I
I
do
don't
have
believe you'd ever use it on me, but I believe you could.
oh. Yeah, I'll kill you with my words. Don't bring your knife to my gunfight.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I try
no.
not to go there, and I try not to do that.
I know.
I
I've gotten
think it only
better.
comes out when Calais comes out, which is my alter ego when I'm
Calais.
drinking.
Yeah, I worked on that after my ex-husband. Well, kind of while I was with my ex-husband, because, man, like I said, I called him a lazy fat ass one time, and it was like I murdered his firstborn, and he didn't even have kids.
I called Jim a pig. No, I called him a piggy. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
World War III.
It was the worst, and I'm like, "Oh, I can't keep doing this." Like, he didn't live anything down. Because me, it's like you can call me a name, and probably I might
Maybe.
I might take that name.
I can own
I'm
that.
pretty. I remember things, but like I'm not gonna be the one to throw it in your face and fight with you about it, right, over and over and over again. But
Yeah.
man, he was the worst. He never let me live anything down. It was the worst.
It's just so frustrating.
So I got so much better because I need to stop hurting with my words. I need to stop.
Good job.
So I'm better about that.
Yeah.
I hold my tongue.
Good job, Brandy.
Well, there's another thing to that, the whole giving away your power. Sometimes the more words we give, the more power we give away.
More power we
That's
give
true.
away. 100%.
Oh, because now they
100%.
now it gets turned around and you're accountable for something instead of
and they use
and now
those
you're
words
the
against
bad
you.
guy and you're like, I don't want to
Always.
be the bad guy. you kind of made me do it. You got me there, and I didn't want to. Like, 'cause it hurts your heart, right, to hurt somebody in
Yeah.
any type of way. But and they're like, "Oh God, you just made me an asshole. Now I'm the asshole." Great.
Now I'm the asshole. Right.
Hmm.
And the thing is, it takes me a lot to get there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me too.
yeah, me
I
too.
mean, when I was younger, it didn't like I would just like a
Mhm.
smart ass. Like, but like as I got older, like, you learn.
Yeah,
But then when you get me there,
yeah,
mm,
yeah.
mm, mm, then the whole fight is your fault. Like
Yep,
everything because you
went there.
went there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But, if you didn't go there, you'd still be there.
Right.
100%. So yeah, at least why not
That's
just like get it off your chest?
yeah.
No.
I
I
remember like
I
one
like
time
walking
we were
away
like
without accountability.
my ex accused me of cheating on him so much with this one guy. Um And he just all the time. And one night we were arguing and I didn't argue. Like I would just sit there and just let him and he would get that made him madder that I didn't talk back, that I would just go in quiet. I
By the
just
way, best defense ever. Was
yeah,
it called Gray
and he
Rock
would
or
just get
Greystone?
madder.
Yeah.
Gray Rock. Yeah, I'd go right Gray Rock 100%. And he would just, like keep going, keep going, and keep going. And he was like, I know you something. I'm like, oh man, I wish I did.
You can accuse me of doing something. I may as well go do
Might
it.
as well. Oh my God. Like then it just got 10 times worse. I'm like,
Well, how was it?
darn it,
Was
my mouth. That mouth of mine. Just shut up. Like, you can only
Yeah.
hold it in so long.
Yeah, I feel like my biggest fear is me. I'm afraid of myself more than I'm afraid of anything, and that, Brandy,
Oh yeah.
that, what will I do? What will I say?
Yeah.
I'm so afraid.
I better not go to sleep. Done that before. Woke up to him leaving. I'm like, what happened?
I think there's a story
I
there.
I don't think my comments elicited that response, but okay.
I'm even mouthy in my sleep.
I talk in my sleep sometimes.
Do
Oh,
you? Yeah.
that's what you
Like,
said, your mouth. Mm.
oh yeah, I'm mouthy in my sleep. I even like talk smack in my sleep.
I so believe it. I so believe it. I really.
The amplified life of Brandy Joe. I've had some people get only one person in particular, but I imagine there's quite a few people that are kinda going, "Why are they talking about this? This is personal." You know what I mean? I've
Mm.
had somebody, like a acquaintance, an older gentleman that's I think that's kind of, we all know the older ways hide their secrets,
Right.
Mhm.
right? He got clearly bothered by me talking about just a few things about some family situation. I was just kinda having a moment, like, saying, "Oh, this is," and, he got bothered, like he didn't like it.
Were you talking directly to him?
Yes, I was just saying, no,
Oh, okay.
I was kinda talking about some family history, some things I'd gone through, like, "Well, this may have" when I was a child, nothing
Right.
major, but just some of the trauma I had, and he was like, and he didn't really like me talking about it, like, he just felt like that wasn't really appropriate to be talking about,
Because he doesn't feel comfortable talking about his.
or
Yes.
maybe he's the root.
Yes. He's the one doing the trauma.
Yes.
That's exactly it, like, I was
He's the
Oh.
abuser and he
Mhm.
mhm,
doesn't want to hear about it.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's the gut
We're
I
going to
got.
touch a lot of nerves. Like this podcast is going to touch a lot of nerves and I fully am aware that people are going to be upset. I'm ready for that, you
Yeah,
know. Um but if you're ashamed of what you did or how you treated someone, then you shouldn't do it.
exactly.
Right,
Take
Be
some
a better human.
ownership, take some accountability, and do better.
yep,
And do
That's
better.
all.
And like I said, my ex-husband's done so much better, and he is such a better human today, and, a lot of his stuff was from because of medicine that he was on, and, like, I know that, and, but it doesn't make that time any better. It was
mhm,
horrible. It was a bad 8 years, or I think it was 8 years. I don't know. I have to call him, like, "When did we get married? When was our divorce? I don't know. What dates?" Because it was so bad that I just don't even wanna like think about how long it was because it was it was too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I know that there's gonna be some backlash. I know that there's gonna be some bad comments and, honestly, you people can say what they want. I don't care.
I don't care. I just wanna save someone to realize that they have the power to change their
Right.
situation, you
Right.
know? And it's like, without accountability, I always tell people, 'cause we've all had so many conversations with this, like, you got 50-50 chance. He's either
Yeah.
gonna get better and go with you, or you're gonna be happier. Either
Right.
way, you're in a better
Either way.
situation.
This is not a man bashing like podcast because
Not at
like
all.
women suck too. Like, I mean, there
Yeah.
are narcissistic women, there are abusive women. It is all about, you know, giving our stories to help any human, whether it be a male, a female, or they, them, you know, help on handling traumas and handling abusive, mentally and emotionally abusive situations.
Give them the tools to recognize them,
The
give them the
tools.
power to take the stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're not
And
And
alone.
take
You're
their
not.
life back. You're
mhm,
not
Mhm.
alone. Right.
yeah, because hiding their secrets does nothing but keep it behind closed door and keep
Yep.
you in shackles.
Yes.
Yeah. And we hear it from our friends, right? Like when you're in a relationship and somebody's treating you bad, you hear it from your friend, you hear it from your family that they're not good for you. It's different when you hear it from strangers.
Back down to, I didn't know I had a problem or acknowledge I had a problem until I read it in a book by 5 people who had same scenarios. I was
Because
so naive.
abuse
Yes.
becomes a norm to you.
Yeah. Hmm.
You don't really understand or realize what's happening to you sometimes because it's
Hmm.
just what it is. It's just what's happening. The
Hmm.
verbal abuse, the emotional abuse, like it creeps up and creeps in, and it comes normal. I've had some people say things to me like, "Oh my gosh, jaw drop. They said that to you? They treated you like that?" Like, yeah.
And there's so many forms of abuse, like withholding money.
Yeah.
Just it's any type of like control.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
We just learned to disappear to survive.
Yeah.
What are some of the ways that you've learned to put yourself first?
Ooh. I put myself first, and this didn't even really happen until I would say in my 50s, I think, or late 40s. Late 40s. Um, and you know what I did? I did biblical counseling. I went to church. I decided not to date and become celibate and concentrate on me. I wasn't gonna let anybody, men, or even, other people in my life, like, kinda take over that part of me that needed to take care of me and self-soothe. Because my biblical counseling was a year and a half, and then she graduated me, which, right when COVID started, but I had to dive back, and that's why I can recall, like, a lot of things that we're trying to talk about. I had to start from my first memory and what happened in my life and do letters to my mother, to my father, um, to boyfriends, to my inner child, and just it's a lot of recall. And you're praying it in, praying it out, and I'm studying the Bible every day while I'm doing it to keep myself safe. But it was a lot, and that's when I decided to put myself first. And being alone, single for the very first time in my life, might I add, is when I learned. I wasn't putting somebody else in that picture where they took the role, so I didn't have to pay attention to my own self and my problems.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah. It was great. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. It was the best, like, 3.5 years of my life that I just,
It's a
soaked it all in. I did better, my career, my friendships, showing up. I didn't go dark.
Yeah, it sounds like the full restoration.
It was a full restoration. I was a new person.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I know you reference it a lot, so I know bringing God into your life and really putting him front and focus
Yes.
helped you.
Yes. I was like, I have a man. His name is Jesus Christ. I don't need a man of this world. I never felt alone.
Yeah.
We jump into relationships because we feel lonely. And we want that companionship, and there's nothing wrong with that, at all. But was fulfilled. I found fulfillment in that.
I've never jumped into relationships because I felt lonely. Like after, my son and his father split up, I was single for 7 years. My dad went from one crazy wife to the next crazy wife. He's married to my stepmother now. So it's just woman, woman, woman. And then my mom, man, like I wanted to know that I could be alone.
Mhm. That's good.
I was very big on making sure I could stand on my own 2 feet. After I left my ex that was abusive, physically abusive, I was single for years. That's why I have only had so many long-term, like,
Yeah.
a small amount because I've spent a lot of time alone. I really never still put myself first. It was always about taking care of others. And when my mom died was when I decided it's time to take care of me.
It's that codependency that you picked up real young, right? I think I've definitely suffered from that a little bit too, you pick up those nurturing
Mhm.
tendencies. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's easy to lose yourself in service.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, but you still
Yeah,
gotta
taking
put
care of
yourself
friends,
first.
taking care of family.
Mm,
Like, now I took started taking care of me, and you can see it in my progression over the past 5 years, and
yeah.
taking care of me has been you can like, physically see it, and you can see it in the smile on my face, and me just being out here talking and on podcasts and on social media.
Every day. Yeah, you can see, like, the strength and the beauty that continues to grow as ever you heal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Healing, I think that's the beauty of it, though.
Yes.
And that's the thing is, like, don't stay. You don't even understand. Like, the sooner you get out of there, the quicker you get to start your recovery. It's
Right?
like,
Mhm.
yeah, so you're gonna be broke. The sooner you get out of there, the sooner you won't be broke.
Very
And the
true.
thing is, Mindy, you're a testament, like, you got out, and now you're back together with your husband, and you guys are better than ever, right? But it took you getting out and working on yourself and your husband working on himself, right? And you guys coming back together and being stronger than ever, but you still had to get out.
100%.
Yeah.
And I
Mm.
didn't and here's the other thing, I was still
It
the
didn't happen
typical.
overnight.
It didn't, yeah, I was still the typical statistic, like, isn't it say it takes 7 times before you actually walk away, right? I think it was my 3rd time, and I'm still here. No, but, he's truly gone and done the work. He's done the time. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah.
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 Thank you for giving him that credit because he worked hard. Now I think it's pretty second nature, but he had to dive deep, really get to understand who he was, get down to the core. If you don't acknowledge it, how do you
Mhm.
attack the core? Because these are all
Why
core
yeah.
basic
Why do I treat people
behaviors.
the way I treat them?
Mhm.
And how do I change that? You know what? I admire women that speak their mind and just say whatever they want to say when they want to say it because I am just not that person unless Calais comes out, of course, and then I only remember half of it. But no, I so admire that. I wish I could be more like that, and I've worked on it. I've done better.
There's still times where I hold things back, but not much.
Yeah. The thing I really like is, and we brought it up a couple times, really diving into that inner child. That inner child. You have
Yeah.
to go in.
Oh, I did.
You
Yeah.
have to approach it and talk to it. And Maki, she told me that. It's like, you got to talk to it. Because I have a sergeant. Master Sergeant is very bossy. Master Sergeant is running my life right now. So she would say, you just got to have a little talk with Master Sergeant. And hey, Master Sergeant, little girl needs a break.
Yeah.
It's a negotiation. Yes, there's a lot going on up there. But it's a great tool because it's kind of the Jiminy Cricket theory, There's a yin and the yang, like how many
Yeah.
ways you wanna say it. It's all energy. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes I say things though, and I'm like, "Oh, I shouldn't have said that."
Oh, we all do that. That's the foot in the mouth.
Oh,
But that's a
yeah.
lot. I do it a lot. I'm like,
Have a
"Went a
nice
little
shoe
too
on
far with
there.
that one."
Yeah. We've all done that. My
It's
filter, I lose my filter occasionally.
rarely, though. You're pretty
Well,
good.
the funny thing is my cousins and my family are like, "Oh, you said what's on your mind." I'm like, "You know what? Really, I haven't." Like, because there's a lot more I could have said. I held back. Yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I see growth, I think. There's a lot of personalities, and that's part of another thing of reading the room and the big personalities and learning how to deal with them. Overall, it's about the healing and the journey and, as the veil starts to clear and we start to learn lessons and move through the different challenges and journeys and hopefully get to the other side where you're happy. It doesn't matter if happiness is with the person you're with or not with the person you're with. Is what matters is that you're happy in the
Yeah.
end.
You're happy all by yourself.
You need to learn to be happy with and by yourself. You can't do
Then
that.
you can make somebody else happy,
Yeah.
you know?
Like truly be giving
Mhm.
of what you have in your soul, like this joy you feel in your life and share it.
Mm. I'm ready to do that.
But, what do they say? If you tie yourself up with the wrong guy, you won't be around for the right guy
Yeah.
when the right one comes along. Everything in time. I mean,
Oh,
look,
yeah.
I wasn't moving 4 weeks ago, and now I've got a studio in another week.
That's amazing.
Everything happens in really weird time and its own time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. Yes, God is good.
God is good. God is good, the universe is good, energy's good. Mm.
I totally believe that God makes things happen when they're supposed to happen,
Yes.
right?
Mhm. Yeah. Not
Mm,
on my timeline usually. I'm like, "Oh,
Never on
hello?
mine.
Hello?
No.
You know better than me, but, maybe we could speed this up.
yeah, yeah.
What do I need to do?"
Alright, everybody, this was a lot of fun. Did you guys have fun today?
I had a blast.
Oh, so much fun.
Always. Always when we get together. It's always a good time.
I know.
I love the dynamic that each of us bring, and it's like, we got our East Coast vibe, like, strong East Coast girl, and then we got our saggy oh, no, but it's a fun dynamic. I really love doing this with both of you, and I'm looking forward we actually have some guest speakers that we're gonna bring on soon too. Um, one of my friends, she's a physical therapist, and so she'll bring on different ways our body stores and manages the traumas we go through, and
Oh, I
she's
love
got a
that.
whole 'nother expertise and stuff that she could talk about, but I'm excited about that, and,
Yeah.
but this
Yeah.
has been a lot of fun.
So again, this is Leave Her Wild, and we are really enjoying sharing our experiences with you guys. If you are enjoying it as much as we are, please subscribe, share, like, leave your comments. We really want to hear what you're thinking and your experiences. We are looking to hear your thoughts.